Hi guys, Seamus here, back again with another update on our Vietnam diorama. So we got to the stage here with all our decals are on. All the painting's done bar the weathering, so that'll be done next here. We also got our lights in back in front and left ourselves enough wire just underside of the chassis before we install it onto the diorama. Now, I'll stop it here for a second. The only thing I've left to do is to get my steering wheel painted and put onto the steering column. I also used a wee bit of plastic card that is going to go up top once I get the figure in. I can't put that on just yet until my figure is painted and installed, so it'll sit up top, glued in position sort of thing. It's a bit fidgety at the minute, but you just get the general idea. We got a bit more progress done on the big rig. I'll show that just in a wee second here. So we've got our figures done. Done this one just before Christmas. We printed 3 figures off for this, and plus there's about 40 odds for the diorama. So we've only just started getting them in the paint. So he sits up inside the gun, and then we've got a gunner for up top for 50 cal. And then we'll have a driver. So the reason why I can't put my driver in just yet is because of the lining up of his hand for the steering wheel and the gear shift inside as well. So once we get those all painted up, we'll be able to get them in then. Then we will start all our weathering and so forth. I did add the 2 lights in the front. I did add 2 lights at the back. I didn't add any other lighting to it. I just left it as it is. Still to put our glass work in, but I'll go in way towards the end. I remember just before I start my weathering. This quad gun was a nightmare to put together. I remember building it the last time, years ago. I had the same issues with it. The gun's not staying straight, as you can see here. But we got them in as best I could. I could have printed the 3D versions off, but too much messing around at this stage, so maybe next time. What else is there? That's it really. So underside, I haven't got those ammo boxes glued in just yet. Underside, as you can see, there's my wires for my headlights and taillights and so forth. So we'll get that all bothered up. Decals on this were a bit iffy, but we managed to get them on, bar one, which ripped. You're not really going to see it anyhow. It's actually just down below the door there on the, what's that say? Diesel fuel only. So it's smaller decals. You're not really going to see it once I get all the weathering done really. So that is our quad gun truck, the M35A1. We'll have a wee look at the big rig here. So our big rig, still a few other things we've done to the chassis. I've only set these in place, mud guards and not glued in place just yet. I have to get my taillights and all installed into those. I just started building the engine for it. To me, and especially the Scanias, they've carried the engine over most of these rigs over the same setup sort of thing over the years. I wish they would change them up somewhat, but we're going to get stuck in, get the engines installed. We did glue all our wheels in place rather than having a freewheeling. There is posable steering at the front, as you can see. But overall, it's building up okay. So there's my batteries just run out. We get that charged again. Still to put my air tanks in. I'm going to print off a 3D version of the diesel tank, rather than that multi-piece other version, which is all going to be seam lines and so forth. I'll have a look at these here side skirts. Hold on. It's a bit confusing with these mud guards, I think. They weren't really numbered right. So that cutout here corresponds with a cutout on the side skirt. You also have one on the opposite side, which does this one. Let's get these all cleaned up and ready for paint as well. Chassis of mine was pretty badly warped. What I did do to rectify that was, once it was built, I put a weight on it and put it into my dehydrator and had it up high, and I kind of melted the plastic enough for it to level out, sort of thing. Once it had stopped after about 20 minutes or so, I just let it cool down, lifted the weight away, and with a nice, clean, straight chassis. So it's asking for drilling holes here, there, and everywhere else in the kit. More so for these mudguards. The original setup, as you can see, maybe just about here, so you can get a point there. There's your brush. The original hole here for mudguards here and here, and there as well, but they don't line up, sort of thing. So you have to drill holes, which it stated in the instructions, for those to fit up. So I'll just carry this chassis over from another truck, I'd imagine. Or I've changed the setup on the mudguards, one or the other. So here you go, guys. Just a quick update on what's on the bench at the minute. So thanks for watching. I'll speak to you all later. Bye.